You can read more about many of the stories in this week's show in the current issue of Mohawk Valley Living magazine, available the first of the month at hundreds of advertiser locations and online at mohawkvalleyliving.com. Tune in to the new MVL Marketplace, a local business billboard TV show featuring all of our advertisers, plus local trivia and music by local songwriters. Every Sunday at 8 a.m. and 11:30 p.m. on Fox 33. The Steet Ponte Auto Group in Yorkville and Herkimer and Turnbull Insurance Service since 1866 present Mohawk Valley Living, exploring the arts, culture, and heritage of our region.
Good morning and welcome to Mohawk Valley Living. Today we are traveling all over the Mohawk Valley, including here at the Frankfurt Harbor Marina, where we were treated to a fantastic lunch, highly recommended. If you want to find out more, stay tuned.
Later in the show, we present the MV Filmmakers Showcase, featuring local productions by amateur and professional filmmakers.
Cheeks as red as a blooming rose and eyes of the deepest brown. You're the darling of my heart. Stay till the sun goes down. Shady Grove, my little love. Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love. I'm bound to go.
If you don't already have reservations for the June 2016 tours of the historic Old Main Psychiatric Center, it's too late. But Brian Howard of the United County Historical Society is here to give our viewers a tour.
What we call Old Main today is the original portion of what was initially called the New York State Lunatic Asylum. And it was completed in 1843 and opened as a progressive mental health facility in Utica. And it was really, despite what we might think about mental health treatment back in the 1840s being somewhat, I don't know, barbaric or really cruel, this was one of the most progressive facilities in the United States. And to have it right here in the Mohawk Valley was quite a feather in the city's cap. As you might understand, in 1843 we didn't have the internal combustion engine, so we didn't have trucks, and everything that was brought here was brought by horse and buggy, primarily from the Erie Canal. Take for example the columns that we have out in front of this building. These are the largest columns, I believe, east of or in North America. They're 8 feet in diameter, and every one of them obviously handmade, made up of hundreds of pieces of hand-cut stone. So really it was a real testament to the workers who put this facility together that it's still standing 170 years later. Architecturally, this is one of the best examples of Greek Revival architecture in all of the United States. And the columns that I talked about earlier, they're incredibly impressive. The fact that we have this here in Utica is a great physical tie to this city's boom time back in the 19th and early 20th centuries. Why would a facility like this be located here? It's because this was a major population center, it was a major center for industry, it was a crossroads for commerce and for people, so it made good sense to have this major facility here in upstate New York, and Utica was the place.
Did you know that right across from Franklin Square in downtown Utica, you can make your own masterpiece? Art and Vine is a paint and sip studio that's been downtown for almost 2 years. Don't know how to paint? Don't worry. Owner Connie Pratt will walk you and your friends through step by step.
Well, they don't have to know anything because most people that come in here are very new to painting. They're very curious. They want to see what the fuss is all about because they've heard their friends have been here to try it. And normally, I do a lot of bachelorette parties, a lot of birthday parties. Sometimes it's just a girls' night out. So people will come in and they sign up, make sure, they usually sign up online, and they get a drink, they find a place to sit, they grab a few snacks, and they wait for everybody to arrive, and then we start a painting, and I walk them through the painting step by step showing them where to draw a line, which brush to use, how to mix a color. As I've had some people that have had some very ill family members that their friends brought them in, and they would say to me, this is the first time in such a long time that I've been able to think of something else, not worry, not be stressed out. So it's really very rewarding in that sense.
When planning your family's future, turn to the principles of the past. Turn to Turnbull. Turnbull Insurance Service is an independent agency representing the most dependable companies for all your insurance needs, as well as complete financial planning and wealth management. Call today for a free assessment. The Steet Ponte Auto Group is proud to bring Mohawk Valley Living to you each week, serving the Utica area and the Valley with outstanding customer service. In Yorkville at Steet Ponte Ford Lincoln Mazda, Steet Ponte Volkswagen, and Steet Toyota Scion. And in Herkimer at Steet Ponte Chevrolet. Stop in and see why it's so easy to do business with Steet Ponte.
This spring and summer, visit Cooperstown and the Fenimore Art Museum's exciting new exhibition, Ansel Adams' Early Works. Study Adams' rare small-scale prints created between the 1920s and 1950s and discover how his photographic technique evolved through the decades. The Fenimore Art Museum overlooking Otsego Lake in Cooperstown. Great American art in a beautiful setting.
For more information, visit FenimoreArtMuseum.org.
It's a fresh start to summer with fresh produce and fresh laundry. 2 fun and homegrown clothing lines made in the USA. Shop fresh summer fashions at the Village Crossing in Clinton. When you shop Mealan's Market, you'll be the grill master. That's because every hot dog, beef patty, and sausage is made by Bob Mealan himself. Find everything for your next cookout, from store-made meats to fresh salads and tabbouleh, at Mealan's Market at the Four Corners in Clark Mills. Shop the 3,000 square feet spilling over with antiques at the Potting Shed, specializing in American coins, costume jewelry, and fine jewelry, as well as early lighting, stoneware, china, and furniture. The Potting Shed, over 40 years in the same location at 52 Oriskany Boulevard in Whitesboro. You keep saying you're going to do something about your back and joint pain. Call Dr. Michael Tucherone, one of the area's only K-laser therapy chiropractors, the most advanced non-invasive treatment of acute and chronic pain. Call 853-6225 and embark on your wellness journey today.
Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. Well, I wish I had a big fine horse and corn to feed him on, and a pretty little girl to stay at home and feed him while I'm gone. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, my dear.
Welcome. We're on the farm today, except we're not on the farm. We are at the Oneida County Public Market, where the farmers come to you. You can get anything from fresh produce, fruits, meats, plants. You can get gelatos from Jones Family Farm and cheeses. You can also get Himalayan salts and peppercorns. Everything is here at the Oneida County Public Market.
Well, people like the flavor of bacon. It seems to be really popular lately. So we do the bacon on a stick because once they try the sample, it's just an easy thing to walk through the market and chew on some bacon.
Well, I've always had a hobby, always. I used to do quilting, I took electricity classes, just different things. And I took a couple soap making classes down south and near Binghamton. And I was like, wow, I really enjoy this. And I'm a school teacher from September to June. And I thought, wow, making soap and selling soap in the summer is a perfect summer gig for a teacher.
And it smells amazing.
Yes, yes, all natural, food grade essential oils, all natural organic ingredients.
We have our honey right off of our estate honey from town of Plainfield. We have handmade soap, and soon we'll have mead.
All right, when's that come on?
Hopefully in a couple weeks we'll have it for tasting, at least here at the market, and be for sale.
So how's beekeeping? The
How-
beekeeper's life.
Oh, can be busy, but it's a good thing. They're pretty interesting little bugs.
This is actually our third year doing the passport. We've been to the farmer's market for a second year selling them. So yeah, they just started. This weekend's the first weekend that the passports will actually be kicked off and going through the community.
What's it all about?
There's a series of deals in there from 25 businesses, so 26 total deals, which are offering buy one, get one deals for people to go with. So it's encouraged for you to bring a friend, stop out to get some dinner, so a drink. So it's eat, drink, shop, and explore. So we give you 4 different things to do. Once you redeem one deal, they put a stamp on it and you can't do it anymore. So we're encouraging everyone to try to get through the whole entire book as if you're traveling the country. So.
I've been coming here since it started 5 or 6 years ago, and it has grown by leaps and bounds. So I hope to see you here every Saturday from 9 to 1 at the Oneida County Public Market.
June is a great month to visit Cooperstown and the Fenimore Art Museum before the summer crowds, and especially this year with works by Henri Toulouse-Lautrec, James Whistler, and Ansel Adams' early works.
In 2007, the Ansel Adams exhibit that we had here at Fenimore Art Museum were the large-scale, high-gloss black and white prints that people are most familiar with. This year we are exhibiting his early works, which were done from about 1923, technically all the way through 1958, but they focus primarily on the 20s and 30s. He started photography when he was about 15 years old, but I think with any artist it's important to understand where they came from so that you know where they ended up, how they ended up there. So we are all familiar with Adams' vast landscapes with the high horizons and long depth of field, but we're not familiar with his early works where he's still trying to find his mature career footing. I think everybody knows Ansel Adams. All you have to do is walk through a mall and see the kiosk with the calendars, and there's Ansel Adams. I think everyone's familiar with his work. I think the importance here at Fenimore this year is, again, to show his early pieces so you know where he went later.
A show that is sure to draw people from miles around is an exhibit of the colorful, provocative images of Henri Toulouse-Lautrec.
Lautrec started drawing and creating art at an early age, and he actually had support from his family who sent him for art lessons. But he made his way to Paris, studied there, was influenced by the Impressionists and very heavily by Japanese printmaking, which was popular in Paris at the time. The Impressionists were looking at it, and it influenced his style. And he made a style that was all his own. Broad colors, flat planes of color, beautiful line, very expressive, that could characterize somebody with just a stroke. When you think of La Belle Époque, when you think of the end of the 19th century, when you think of Paris, when you think of the Moulin Rouge, you think of Toulouse-Lautrec, because he's the artist that helped frame the way we remember that era. Well, I think because his work is on the cutting edge of modernism. He's laying down techniques and ideas, using color and line in a way that the modernists will pick up, and it's never gone out of style. It still appeals.
We can see, traveling round the Mohawk Valley.
Looking for some outdoor dining this summer? There's a new restaurant on the Mohawk River at the Frankfurt Marina. Cucina Berto is the dream realized of local entrepreneur Robert Fiorentino.
Cucina Berto is Rob's kitchen. My cousin walked into my house one day and said, "Hey Berto, what are you making?" And it just kind of stuck. Our black, white, and blue sandwich is great. We have people coming down for just different sandwiches. We try to put a spin on everything. So we have quesadilla burgers. We've got egg burgers where the egg is in the middle. We just try to always put a spin on things. Your basic waffle isn't going to be a basic waffle here. Frankfurt has enjoyed having something new here, I believe. It's definitely still picking up. People are still finding out about us. Word is still spreading, so we have high hopes.
Cucina Berto is open Wednesday through Saturday 10 to 8 and Sunday 10 to 2 at the Frankfurt Marina, Marina Park Drive in Frankfurt. Oneida County now has its first licensed raw milk dairy. Winter's Grass Farm in Sequoia is an organic, grass-fed dairy farm that supplies its customers with nutrient-rich raw cow's milk.
Well, first, I guess I just love the product myself. You know, we drink a lot of it. My family loves it. So I know there's a lot of people that want it as well, and you know, I have a passion for raising cows. I love, we do the rotational grazing. They're out in pasture, getting moved every day, and I really love doing that. So we wanted to share it with our friends, our neighbors, you know, other people in the community.
And why? What is it about raw milk that you think is important?
There's a lot more nutrition in it. It's, you know, when you process it, you're killing all the good bacteria, the enzymes, you're destroying some of the vitamins in it. So the whole nutritional content changes. And by focusing on 100% grass-fed, that takes it to a whole nother level of nutrition.
For more information about Winter's Grass Farm raw cow's milk, visit wintersgrassfarm.com and on Facebook at Winter's Grass Farm, or call 269-9237.
Let's see what we can see. It's time.
The Steet Ponte Auto Group is proud to bring Mohawk Valley Living to you each week, serving the Utica area and the Valley with outstanding customer service. In Yorkville at Steet Ponte Ford Lincoln Mazda, Steet Ponte Volkswagen, and Steet Toyota Scion. And in Herkimer at Steet Ponte Chevrolet. Stop in and see why it's so easy to do business with Steet Ponte. This summer, explore Little Falls. This month, on Thursday, June 16th, there's an art walk. Over 17 stops to see local artists, a live band, and free children's activities. And outdoor adventures abound, with kayaking on the canal, biking, and hiking. Save the date of Saturday, July 9th for the annual Little Falls Cheese Festival. Explore Little Falls this summer. Come explore the new Newport Marketplace Top-Notch Garden Center, featuring vendors of antiques and vintage items. You'll also find all your garden needs at the new Newport Marketplace Top-Notch Garden Center on Main Street in Newport. Foods is the natural choice for healthy local products, gluten-free and gourmet foods, personal care and natural cleaning products. Brenda's Natural Foods, West Dominic Street in Rome.
Welcome to the Little Falls Antique Center in the shops at 25 West. Come on in and browse thousands of unique items that change on a daily basis. Shop for yourself or for someone else. We're open every day from 10 to 5. We look forward to your visit here at historic Canal Place in Little Falls.
Tom's Natural Foods is your connection to local farms for natural and organic fruits and vegetables, meats, eggs, cheeses, and other milk products at Tom's Natural Foods in Clinton, naturally.
This summer, visit Cooperstown and the Fenimore Art Museum's exciting new exhibition, Toulouse-Lautrec in Bohemian Paris. Study Lautrec's rare sketches, drawings, books, albums, original posters, as well as several costumes from the Metropolitan Opera's productions of La Boheme.
For more information, visit FenimoreArtMuseum.org. The Fenimore Art Museum overlooking Otsego Lake in Cooperstown. Great American art in a beautiful setting.
Welcome to the MV Filmmakers Showcase. The following productions were filmed and produced locally.
On today's episode of On the Couch with Gavin and Chris, we talked to Michelle of 484 Design about branding Utica. We also learned the history of how Utica got its name. Welcome back to On the Couch with Gavin and Chris. Today we're talking about Utica neighborhood branding with Michelle Truitt. So yeah, Michelle, how's it going?
Hi, how are you guys? Good
Welcome.
to see you.
We're here talking about Utica neighborhood branding.
Yep.
And that is something you've been doing a lot of lately,
Yep, kind of a new thing we've embarked on for the past couple of years. And you know, I'm working with Russ to Green, which is part of Cornell Cooperative Extension. And when we initially talked about starting this branding, they were like, let's start from the neighborhoods inside out. And I was like, I'm not sure that's really the right way to do branding. Normally, right? We were
Right,
talking
going
earlier,
big.
you want to do the whole thing. Like, what is
Yeah.
the brand of Utica and how can we get that out there?
Right.
But what's interesting about Utica, you know, you can Google it in a second and see that, you know, we had a huge population in the mid 1900s, and then we've plummeted and we're lost like 40% of our population. So we're not the same city that we used to be. We're at this point now where I keep calling it like a transitional brand, where we're making this comeback, right? It's really kind of a cool, exciting feel.
What neighborhood did you start with first?
We definitely started with Bag Square, which was fitting because Bag Square is up near the train tracks, right before you get to North Utica, and it's where Utica started. So the Mohawk River used to go right through there, and there was a part where it was kind of curvy and low, and since, you know, we're talking 1500s, it used to be the crossing place for Native Americans to kind of get across the mountain range and the river. So it's always been the essence of, you know, traffic and commerce and that type of thing, and beaver fur trading. And so Utica literally started there. And you had our Moses Bag, you know, the namesake for our neighborhood, came from Massachusetts. And it was funny because he actually came through in 1793, and he looked and he's like, maybe not. And he kept going. And he spent the winter kind of up in Middle Settlement, it was called at the time. And then he decided to come back. So we're kind of glad he did. He opened up a blacksmith shop, and he just kind of
He started a hotel too, right?
Yep, he saw the commerce and the people and everything, and he goes, I'm going to capitalize on that. And he made a small wooden structure, which then turned into a 2-story small wooden structure. And in there was a tavern, and that was where I think it was 13 guys came together to name the city.
Oh.
And they couldn't agree on anything, so they put names in a hat, and the winner was Utica. Yeah, which is great.
All right, so yeah, thanks for watching On the Couch. Be sure to check out our Facebook page and like it to keep up to date with all the latest videos that we're putting out. And awesome, yeah, thanks guys.
Thanks again.
All right, see you guys. To watch the full interview, head over to facebook.com/onthecouchwgc. And don't forget to like the page to keep updated with new videos every Tuesday.
I don't know of any kid that ever dreamed of a car to look at. They dream of getting a car to go drive. Started driving a bunch of other cars at work. Nothing can match the way this car feels, the way it sits. Everything about it is ideal for what I want out of a car. I don't like being told to roll my window up, or that I'm over the speed limit, or that I don't have traction. I know I don't have traction. I think 90s cars have everything you need, but nothing you don't need. I got AC, cruise, drive it, enjoy it, do what it was meant to do.
The Steet Ponte Auto Group is proud to bring Mohawk Valley Living to you each week, serving the Utica area and the Valley with outstanding customer service. In Yorkville at Steet Ponte Ford Lincoln Mazda, Steet Ponte Volkswagen, and Steet Toyota Scion. And in Herkimer at Steet Ponte Chevrolet. Stop in and see why it's so easy to do business with Steet Ponte. You go the extra mile for your small business and should expect the same from your insurance company. For over 140 years, Turnbull Insurance Service has been committed to local small business. For your commercial coverage, turn to the company ready to go that extra mile. Turn to Turnbull. North Star Orchards is open for the season. The greenhouse is full of potted plants, annuals, and vegetables, and outside you'll find perennials, trees, shrubs, and topsoil. The bakery's open too, with fresh pies, cookies, breads, and muffins at North Star Orchards, Route 233, Westmoreland.
The people you know, the rock you love, and more songs per hour. 92.7 FM, The Drive, Central New York's locally owned independent rock station.
Expecting company? Just call Deansboro Superette. They prepare delicious Middle Eastern platters for any number of guests. Call 841-4377. Shop the 3,000 square feet spilling over with antiques at the Potting Shed, specializing in American coins, costume jewelry, and fine jewelry, as well as early lighting, stoneware, china, and furniture. The Potting Shed, over 40 years in the same location at 52 Oriskany Boulevard in Whitesboro.
You know, so by now we've got most of our planning in the ground. Everything is going as planned. You've got some later things you're still thinking about filling some of those spots. But one thing let's not overlook, and that's fertilizing. You know, the roots are really taking hold, whether they're a flowering plant or whether they're the vegetables. But it's a crucial time to sort of feed them that little extra boost that they need to set in either new blooms for flowers or the fruit that vegetables will be starting. And this year may be a challenging year for watering, so don't let them dry out. Give them adequate water. Most plants want at least on the equivalent of about an inch a week. As we break into June, we're always looking for the strawberries, the first of the season. This year, let's not put it off because it was a little bit of a challenging year with some of the frost we've had. The freeze weather in the spring has been daunting on some of the growth of the berries. So don't put it off, get out early because I don't think you're going to see a lingering supply this year. So for the U-pick, get them early.
Oh God.